Hi everyone, Tracy here with Paper Closet Designs. In today's video, we are assembling 3 brand new A2 cards. Now these are cards that I have designed for school. They would work perfect for back to school, first day of school. They'll also work for graduation, last day of school, or they would even be perfect for teacher appreciation days or you're celebrating 100 days of school. These are all of them are A2 cards, and a couple of them have print and cut. So let's just go ahead and get started. And we are going to start with this first one. This is our book card. And so let me show you the pieces that come with it, and then we will go ahead and assemble it. So you have an apple, and it has 3 pieces. The core, you'll want to cut this piece out of brown or whatever color you're going to cut your stem. The apple and the leaf. You have 3 books, and they just have the outside and then the pages. You'll have your ABCs, and I cut those out of white. The frame for your chalkboard. Now I just cut this out of black, but I think you could also cut it out of gray, or if you had chalkboard vinyl, that would be really fun. And then the card base. So the card base is scored in the middle, and we're just going to fold it down and press it. And then we'll just assemble this card, and it goes together really quickly. So let me grab my tape. And we're going to just put some tape on the back of the blackboard or chalkboard. And then lay it right on that card base. My card base is a little bit warped because I cut it out of a brand new mat this morning. And you know, when you pull your paper off of that brand new mat, sometimes it wobbles just a little bit. This will be fine. And then we've got the frame, and I'm going to take my little tiny glue bottle and do that. The glue that I'm using today is the Scotch Create Tacky Glue. So I'm just going to take some glue and add it to the frame. And just, don't need a lot. Just kind of dot it on there, and then flip it over and add it right on top of the frame, just like that. Okay, and now we're going to add our books. So I'm going to start with the largest one, which is my blue one. You can cut these out of any color that you want. You can cut them out of a favorite color or school colors. I just used kind of primary colors for this. And it's going to go like it's right on the bottom of the chalkboard. And then we can take our page piece and put some glue on it. And glue it right down in there. Then we take the next book, and mine is orange. Put some glue on it. And we're going to line up the right side. It really doesn't matter. You could have them kind of stacked skewampus or whatever, but we want room over here for our apple. So I'm going to put all of my books lining up on that right side. Here's our pages. And I think this would be really fun, inked up, or even run under an embossing folder. And then we have our last book. Oops. And the pages for it. just slides right in there. Oh, let me add a little more glue to that because it came off. Okay, next we're going to build our apple, and I'm going to actually do it off of the card. So I've got my base, which is the stem. I'm going to put some glue on the apple piece. And again, if you ink these up, I think that'd be really, you could do some fun stuff. Or you could cut them out of your pattern paper too. I'm going to just put a little tiny bit of glue on that leaf, and we're going to glue it right there. Okay, I'm going to add my apple with some foam. You could glue it directly on there if you want to, but I want it to just pop up a little bit. So I've got my foam tape, or if you've got foam pop dots, that works too. And there we go. And then we're going to add our ABC. I'm going to just place them on there first so I can kind of figure out where I want them. And then we will go ahead and glue them down using this little glue again. So when does school start back for you? I am in the Salt Lake area. We have a couple of different school districts. The one that my daughter works at, they start next week, which will be the 15th, I think, is when they go back. The school that's kind of right behind my house started yesterday. And the school that my grandchildren go to is year-round. So they are actually off right now, but they've been on. All right, so there is our ABC book card with the chalkboard, and so fun. And these all fit into an A2 envelope. Okay, let's do the clipboard book next. So this one has a pair of glasses, and it has a pencil that has some little tiny pieces. It has an eraser, it has the metal part of your pencil, it has the actual pencil, the lead, and then the background. So we're going to set those aside. You have the top of your clipboard. Now for the top of my clipboard and the little metal part on the pencil, I cut this out of silver foil paper, but you could do it out of gray or any color actually. We've got our paper with the ABCs on it again. There's the paper. We have a clipboard, and then we have a working paper clip. Now this is cut from paper, but it actually works, and we have a little print and cut that says thank you. This would be perfect for your teacher, a roommate maybe, or just somebody that's maybe in school that's done something good for you. If you don't want to use the thank you, you can take that off and not use it at all, or you can delete the printable and put something else in there, happy birthday or welcome back or anything that you want. So because we're going to add this with the paper clip, we want to do that onto this background piece first. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, and I'm going to glue it so it's almost in the corner. And then I'm going to take my paper clip, and you can decide how you want it, if you want those front pieces, if you want it flipped over so your two pieces are hanging, however you want it. And we're just going to slip that on. And then I'm going to glue it in place in the back. And kind of squish it down a little bit farther so that it's not hanging off the card. Okay, now we're going to put tape on the back of that. bring our card. I've already folded this one, but again, it has score lines down the middle, and so you can fold it on those score lines. And now we're just going to glue this piece right to the front. You want to make sure that your little paper clip does not hang off the edge. So I need to move mine down just a hair. There we go. And I may put a little dot right under there just to hold it as well. Okay. Now we can add our clipboard. And before you add the clipboard cover, you're going to want to add your piece of paper. And your piece of paper can be held straight or at an angle. Either one is fine. And now we can go ahead and glue on the top of the clipboard, the little clip. I'm actually going to take my glue and get a little bit right around that top part, the ring. And when you add the paper first and then the clip, it looks like it's actually holding it to the clipboard. So I've got a pair of glasses and I've got my ABCs and I've got my pencil. Let's slide this out of the way and let's assemble the pencil first. So I'm going to take this little tiny piece of lead. It's pretty tiny, but it will cut without any problem in your machine. And we're just going to add it to the bottom. And if you want, you could use a pair of pliers or a pin or a pickup tool to make it a little bit easier. Okay, now I'm going to take the eraser and I'm going to tape or glue it to the very top of the pencil. Just like that. Next up is the middle piece of your pencil. And then the pencil piece itself, the yellow painted part of the pencil. All right, I'm just going to lay everything out on here and try and decide how I want it all before I glue everything on. I'll put my B, C. I like that. So that means I need to put my pencil on first, glue it on. Or you could put it on with the foam. That would work too. And let's glue our glasses down. And if the person you're giving this to doesn't have glasses, you don't have to use them. I just thought they were kind of cute. And now we can glue our letters to our board. And this is another fun card with so many uses. Like I said, if you didn't want to put the thank you on there, you could put welcome or happy birthday. So many different things. This would make a great card for like a secretary as well, I think, or a coworker. So let's slide that one away, and then we're going to do the last one. And I saved this one for last because there's two options on here and I wanted to show you what they are. So this one has a little notebook paper. I have two options. This option is it's just cut out and then you cut out the A+ and glue it on and it works perfectly. Or we have it where it's a print and cut. So this is just all one print and cut. Both options come in your file. You can choose which one you want. We also have a ruler, which is a 2-part plus a little piece, so maybe a 3-part piece. That's your ruler. We have the background, we have the apple, and we have the pencil again with all the little pieces. So this card does have some little pieces, but again, they will work really well. And then we have our card base that has the score line down the middle. So we're going to start by folding the card base right along the score line. And then we're going to take this background piece and tape it to the front. Decide which of the papers you want. If you want the printable one, great. If you want this one that's got everything cut out, we're going to glue the A to the front and the plus sign. You could also, if you wanted to do both, you could print this one out so that it has the lines, and then you could actually add the cutout pieces on top to give it some more dimension. So either one of those works. Excuse me. Let's assemble the ruler now. It's really super easy. You do have this little tiny piece that's the inside of your 4. So don't lose that when you're cutting it out. You've got the ruler piece and the background piece. So all I'm going to do is put glue on the back of my ruler piece. And you want to get some of those little ends. You don't need to worry about if you have all of them or not. My glue's starting to dry out. And then flip it over. And then these edges are going to go right along the left side of your black piece. Line up the top and the bottom. Actually, I did that wrong. This edge, this edge is going to line up to the left side. So the left, let me try this one more time. The right side of the ruler is going to line up to the right side of the black piece. I knew that was not quite looking 100% right. There we go. And then we're just going to take a little drop of glue and add in the middle of that number 4. And if you didn't want to use that, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It's going to be kind of covered up with your apple anyway. Okay, so next is the apple. It is assembled the same way as the other apple. So we've got our stem piece that you've cut out of brown, your apple, and your leaf. And then we have the pencil again. So we're going to start with a little tiny piece, the lead. I should have grabbed my tweezers. But if my big fat thumbs can do this, anybody can do it. You could also, if you don't want to mess with that little tiny triangle, you could take a black Sharpie and just color the bottom. But that little piece works just fine. Okay, take our eraser and we're going to glue it to the top. Take the metallic piece and put some glue on it. Oh, that one didn't go on very straight, so let me fix that first before the glue dries. There we go. much better. Now take the little metallic piece. And then finally the pencil, the yellow pencil piece. Okay, then we have to just decide which one of these you're going to use. I'm going to use the printable one, I think. And we're going to take our ruler and we're going to add it first to the side of the card on the background decorative embellishment panel. Just like that. Okay, we're going to take our little printable piece of paper and we're going to tape it on there. Let's add our pencil and our apple and decide how we're going to do those. So I think I'll glue the pencil down first. And then I'm going to add that apple with the foam pop dots one more time. And you can see that it, that little piece on the 4, if you misplaced it and don't have it, you could actually just slide your apple over and cover up the 4. So don't stress on that little tiny piece if you've dropped it on the floor or don't want to glue it on there. And there is, I believe this is called the teacher's desk card. I'm not sure. One of them. This is the clip art for sure. I think this might be the teacher's desk. And then we have the one with the books. So there are our 3 cards. Let me bring them down into the camera view. And perfect for first day of school, back to school, first week of school, graduation, teacher appreciation, 100 days, birthday, even Secretary's Day, PTA Day, all of those things. Just a great little perfect card. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you will give one of these cards a try. Please hit subscribe down below so that you don't miss any of my videos. Give me a thumbs up and have a great day.